Just found a little sweet spot on my circuit, and actually branching out from the same spot, I put it onto the breadboard and just poking around I can get a bunch of different tones, similar tones but slightly different timbres. So yeah, check it out.
Buckle up.
It actually produces a tone when there's nothing actually happening, which could be useful. But I don't want to like rely on the one shots, but so it's always there. Maybe I could do something with light sensors with that, that'd be quite cool. So it's always there, and it interacts with whatever one shots I play. Off. On. There's a bunch of different tones around the same place, coming off the same point. I'm going from here to breadboard and back in. It's a little bit more of messing with that sweet spot, but with a light sensor. So just a really quick little clip to show you what I've done so far. I've taken JoJo out, so I've left these buttons free, which I might use for something else. But yeah, I really wasn't getting any good sounds out of it, so I just thought I might as well simplify things. But yeah, the light sensors, I've sort of just been working with those really. Let's turn on and see where I'm at. Okay, so this is normal. Just put some new batteries in, it's much better, much faster. These LEDs are going crazy down here, I don't know if you can see that. But I could hook them up to like some other light sensor and just trigger sounds with meaningful patterns, I suppose. But yeah, this was the potentiometer that was controlling the clock of JoJo. So now I've got this toggle where I can flip between this, just the basic normal control of speed, or I can toggle to this one, and this kind of sets a bit of a range, but I can kind of do this little, kind of like a tremolo, I suppose. Yeah, I'll turn the tone on so we can hear that. And this is weird. I mean, when I was poking around, I noticed that I was trying out this capacitor in various different positions, this big capacitor, and I realised that whenever I touched the negative leg, I don't know if it's because I'm grounding it, but it had this kind of cool effect, kind of like modulating the tone. It's kind of like complex wobble. See if that comes through. So that's kind of cool. It works on when we're over here as well. I can flip between two different tones on this now. It's a little bit rougher. Slightly different. So I found another sweet spot. It was while trying to fix this thing. I don't know if you remember this, but this is like a little contact thing. Whenever I touched it, it used to modulate the tone, the constant tones I was getting, and kind of warble it, which is kind of cool, but I've lost that effect somehow. It gets more pronounced when you lick your finger and do it, but sometimes it works better than others. Anyway, I was coming out of the same big capacitor I was messing about with for that before. I got it onto this breadboard, and I realised when I put that through another big capacitor and fed it back onto a certain couple of hit points here, the tone would, well, it's like it's kind of affecting the pots that control the speed, the clock, but on a slope, and it's weird. I'll just show you that. Probably the best. So that's my constant tone. I can flick it, this effect on and off. Really weird. That could be useful. Really bizarre. And if I put it on this push button, really bizarre. But anyway, it could be quite useful for some things. And that kind of leaves me independent. I was getting those curves originally just by twisting this knob, but it gives me an extra hand just by flicking it on, so I can do other things.